Hi. Oh, she's there. Yeah, I know. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Here, come over here.
What's up?
No, what's your name?
My name's Kendra Secrets.
Go sit down next to the, I don't know, another little girl. It's like, look, boom.
Hi, honey.
It's kind of cool. Hey, Kendra Secrets. Now, how long have you been doing the business for?
I've been in the business now for about a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yes.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 39.
You're really 39.
Yeah, I really am 39.
You look really, really hot for a
Thank you.
39-year-old broad.
Thank you.
Very, very hot.
I
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. Well, how did you get into this?
Into this industry?
Yeah.
A friend referred me and knew that I was kind of a wild, sexual little girl anyway, so instead of just doing wild and sexual and not getting paid for it, you might as well go make some bucks and have some fun and get some good dick and pussy at the same time.
But now, what was the friend? Were they in the business?
They had friends in the industry and contacts and stuff of various agents and things.
Well, how does that, was it a friend, a guy or a girl?
A guy.
So it was like a fuck buddy
We'll call it that.
who had friends that were in the
Industry.
pornography business.
Exactly.
And he just, how does the conversation come up that says, hey.
We were watching a porn, and it was of one of his friends who was shooting in it. And, you know, I was making a comment about it and how wild and crazy. And I'm like, I do that. And he's just like, yeah, you do all that. And that's why you should do it. And I'm like, whatever. You know, I never thought I would be doing it just because I don't know. I just never really saw myself as being like that girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm not a bad looker.
Yeah.
I look great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never saw myself as being, I guess, on that side of the camera.
Yeah. So how did that, see, what was the thing that made you go, all right, I'm going to try it?
Just the fact that he said, you know, let me make a phone call and, you know, see what happens.
Yeah.
And for a guy, a girl, age, whatever, because, you know, maybe the average person might think I'm hot, but then there's a lot of people out there who spend money on porn who be like, no, that's not what's for me. Maybe there's a different look. So
you were nervous, so you just did both.
I did both, just because it was really more on some fun.
Well,
it wasn't like a job per se for me at the beginning. It was more just see what happens and see how much fun it is and make some extra cash.
Well, like what did you exactly do at the
my other job?
Yeah.
I managed accounts, so field sales.
So what's that? Like you were a collection agent for them?
I sold the software to some big, large companies.
When were you married?
Like what year?
Yeah, like when did you get divorced or when did you get separated? When did you become a single mother?
9 years ago.
That long ago?
Yeah.
What happened? Was he older than you, younger than you?
He's older.
How much older?
7 years.
Oh, okay. So like what happened?
Well, somebody who's going to be physically and verbally abusive, and that's the first rule.
Well, like how long were you with them now?
Too long.
Well, what's too long?
5 years.
So you were with them
including dating, not just marriage. I was only married on paper for like
well, wasn't he abusive and
Yes.
verbally and physically like in the beginning?
Yes, all the red flags were there.
Why didn't you do anything then?
I was more afraid. I was threatened.
Did he beat the shit out of you?
Broke my ribs, my nose, the whole 9 yards.
Really?
Kicked me.
Like what happened? Like food wouldn't be ready and he'd punch you in your fucking face?
No, he's just one of those kinds of very angry, aggressive, controlling kind of people, and had a perfect woman who he wanted to keep at home and keep to himself, but yet would go and fuck other people and all this other shit.
What color was he?
Half black, half Japanese.
What the fuck is a half black, half Japanese? I never heard of that before.
He looks a lot like A-Rod.
Yeah? Did he have a penis like a black man or like a Japanese man?
I would say a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Nothing too phenomenal.
And he was an angry, violent person. That's very bizarre.
Horrible.
So you divorced? Do you ever see him still?
No, that's his choice.
What about the kids?
No, and that again is his choice.
Oh,
He never even showed up to court.
Really?
So, no.
Does he live still out in California?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, you guys lived in San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a big family?
Yeah.
Like, do you got brothers, sisters?
I have a sister.
You have a sister? Was like your family supportive of that? Just like did they know you were getting the shit beat out of you?
They knew a lot was that because I was really reserved, and I'm very close to my family, and when I started pulling back from my friends and family, because naturally I didn't want them to see me like that, and nor did I want to see myself. I was embarrassed and humiliated
What
for allowing something like that.
Yeah, what was the caveat to like where you ended it all? Like what was
It's
the
not a very nice story.
Yeah, tell me the story.
Okay. I don't remember how it started, but I was just basically telling him that, why don't you just go? Why don't you just leave? You know, we're not married. We haven't been a married couple since affair, since abuse, blah, blah, blah. My youngest was 3 months old. Oldest was only 19 months, not even like 2 years. They're only 16 months apart. And basically I was telling him, you just go, 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 go. This isn't healthy, you know, and all that. And I was being nice about it. I was just basically saying, this isn't healthy, so why don't you just go on with your life? Let me go on with my life. We're not even like roommates. We're not even friends. We're not even anything, you know. And I was really trying my hardest to do what I was supposed to do, not to break up a family on a woman's perspective. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and subject my children to that type of future. I chose to bring them into this world, so I'm going to make sure that they're going to have the best world that they have as my responsibility. So when I was telling him this, and he decided to pick me up at my throat, off with my feet off the floor where I'm holding the youngest, and proceeded to beat the shit out of me until I woke up on the ground with blood all over my baby.
And then what happened?
He was gone, and the next day, that's when I decided to pack up whatever I could in the car and just go.
You never like went to the police or anything?
No, I was too afraid to embarrass you, only because of there's reasons, there's professional reasons for other family members that I just didn't want to air out my business and have it be reflected on my family.
Do you have family that like have like what kind of like government jobs or shit like that, or
no, legal,
like lawyery type things?
Exactly.
And you just didn't want nobody to know.
Not really. It was bad enough that I experienced it, but it was bad. I just didn't want my errors of decisions that I've made be reflected on my other family members, because that's not their error or their fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the wrath of it and live with that. I don't know, when the industry doesn't want to book me, or the industry maybe found somebody else to take my place.
Yeah, but then that means forever, because
exactly.
There's like 50-year-old broads that are still working. And you know what?
There's nothing wrong with that, as long as I'm having fun and enjoying my job, as long as the fans are happy and satisfied with the job that I put out, as well as the directors and the talent that I work with. And why not keep going with something that's enjoyable?